Germany, a place I've been, a place I love, and we're getting into this. Just look at that there. You can see the screen on board. We're going to go straight into the starting lineups for you. Starting lineups. Yes, let's get into the starting lineups. 1 second. Hey, there's a little break there. I hope we stay online. Let's go into the lineups. Show you right now. We're going to go with Côte d'Ivoire first, being gentlemanly. But there's the Ivory Coast starting lineup. In goal, Fofana. I have a feeling he may well be picking the ball out of the net, but maybe not as many times as CURACAO. I'm thinking today is probably a 2 to 3 goal experience for the West German national team. I say West Germany with a laugh and a cheek. Let's look at it further. Singo, Kosanu, Agbaru, and Conan in defence. Kessie, captain, big part of this team in Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. Kessie, look for him to really keep his guys on track and keep things moving along. Sangare, Imao, Diamonde, a guy you know, Bonnie you know, and Ahmad you also know as well. So that's your starting lineup there for Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. Let's take a look at Germany, Deutschland, right now. Big team coming in. As it says to your left there, unsere erste Elf. Unsere erste Elf. That's our first 11. Deutschland versus Elfenbeinküste. Deutschland, Germany versus Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. And you can see down at the bottom, it's at 2200 hours, 22 Uhr, 22 hours. Kickoff on Magenta TV, ZDF, big German channel. And it's coming off from BMO Field in Toronto. Lots of good stuff happening there, yeah? So BMO Field Toronto is the state of affairs for today's match. Let's hopefully get in there. Looking at the starting lineup though. In goal, Neuer. And he was going to retire before the World Cup. I tell you, any goalkeeper in behind Neuer must be really pissed off with this guy. Just retire, will you? Go away already. But he's a top keeper. That's why he won't. In through the lineup, Kai Havertz, number 7. Had a decent game last time. Probably will this time too. Brown started well, finished well. Tar as well had a great game. Musiala, obviously the skilly Musiala, where a lot of German hopes are resting on. Sane as well can provide for Musiala, can even score. Pavlic, enough said about Pavlic. Feisty, he'll give you a performance. Schlotterbeck as well. Nemecha too. And up in, I would say, the creative department for Deutschland as well is Kimmich and Wirtz. On the bench, Amiri, Anton, Baumann, Bayer, Goretzka, Groß, Leveling, Nübel, Udrago, Raum, Rüdiger you know from Chelsea and Real Madrid days, obviously, Stiller, Thiaw, Undav, and Voltemade. Nick Voltemade, the last guy there, Nick Voltemade, coming back on screen. In my German get-up. Nick Voltemade, I hope he does really have a brilliant day today. Nick Voltemade. I'd like to see him get some time as well. It would be nice. It would be nice for him to get some time today. But will he? That's the question. Will he? We don't know, but we will soon. Just going into the chat. Leonardo Baraviera, let's see what Mannschaft can bring. Absolutely, Leo. Absolutely. Did you have a few beers last night? Were you rejoicing that 3-0 win for Brazil? Decent first half, and I was thinking they could have added to it, but you know what? A win's a win. Puts them back on track, looking like they're going into the next round, obviously. And all's well that ends well, let's put it that way. But did you have a couple of beers last night, Leo, my friend? Just a question. So, got a couple of things to tell you as well, going through it. I'm looking at Germany and their last 10 matches. They're undefeated in 10 matches coming in. That has to resonate with people. 10 matches undefeated. Let's go through that really slowly so you can feel what they've done since Nagelsmann has come in. Let's face it, 38 years old. Julian Nagelsmann, not very old at all, but has a lot of experience in the coaching. This might surprise you, though. He never played. He never had a professional contract, per se, to put him on the field. He was with a couple of teams, but never played a game ever. A little bit like Jose Mourinho in a way, yeah? Jose had a limited playing career, But look at the coaching career. No beers last night. I'm doing that now. Way to go, Leo. You're doing it now. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, interesting times. Never played a game. 38 years old. In charge of German national team. His record so far is pretty good. But let's look at those 10 matches, first of all, Leo, and everybody else listening in. Go back to 7th of September last year. 3-1 win over Northern Ireland. And we're going to go through this slowly so you get some real time now with the team and see what was going on. Germany then in the next game taking on Luxembourg. That was a 4-0 win in Sinheim. After that, they played Northern Ireland again. Obviously, it's qualification, World Cup qualification. And in Belfast, Germany ground out a massive 1-0. A 1-0. Then, after that, also qualifying, they go to Luxembourg, who they beat 4-0 in Germany. They go to Luxembourg, in Luxembourg City, and they win 2-0. Then after that, have you noticed, not many goals are going in the German net. Germany 6-0 over Slovakia. That is a big number. 6-0 over Slovakia. Not many teams take out Slovakia. 6-0. Germany did. Moving into this year, Switzerland 3, Germany 4. Cracking game. I saw that game. Switzerland really pushed Germany all the way. But Germany coming out winners on the end of the day, 4-3 in Basel, or Basel, Switzerland, La Suisse. Then on to a 2-1 win over Ghana. Then on to a 4-0 win over Finland. That was in Mainz. And then a 2-1 win on the road recently, 6th of June, in Chicago, USA. Taking on the USA, winning 2-1. The USA had a decent performance, but Germany was just that little bit too much to handle, and they did it really well. And then recently, in the last game, they had a 7-1 shellacking win over CURACAO, and I tell you what, it was everything that Germany needed. Coming in now, that's 10 matches undefeated. But more to the point, they don't concede many goals. The only time they've conceded was back there, 27th of March this year against Switzerland in Basel, where they conceded 3, but they scored 4. So as you can see, Germany's moving through quite strongly. Into this World Cup, taking on Ivory Coast today from Toronto, BMO Field. That's going to be lovely. I can't wait to see that. And also to see what the stadium's looking like. By the way, one of those ladies on TV talking on the microphone, she has not got a voice for TV. It is so growly. They need to basically replace her. It's not a voice for TV. She does not need to be on a microphone. I'm just saying it because it doesn't sound good. That's all I'm saying. So that's the first thing I picked up on. The crowd there seems like it's filling up at BMO Field. Leonardo, well, Stevie, the truth is that the Germans really know the way. I think they will at least piss many people off this World Cup. I think you're right. I really do think you're right there, my friend. I do. I think you're very much right. And the Germans, as old, when they came into a competition, once they started picking up the speed of the competition and moving through, they normally picked up pace and got in there and really did well. So a team that comes in 10 undefeated, as Germany are right now, that's 10 undefeated since September last year. The last loss was Slovakia in qualifying in Slovakia, 2-0. Since then, undefeated, no draws, just wins, 10 of them, perfect so far, looking like they're in form. And Leo, I tell you what, I think they will, to be honest with you, I think they will piss off a lot of people at this World Cup. One question to you guys out there in the chat. The new mic, as you can see it's working beautifully. We did have a technical issue yesterday, losing sound. It's fixed. It won't happen today. But the brand new mic is on there, and I could make it even fatter if I wanted by putting this puppy on there. But you'd never see me. So that's why I'm not using it. Could be a big nose. How does that look? When Germany score, I'm going to do that. When Germany score, I'll put the black nose on. There you go. Well, Stevie, we're getting to it. Hello, friend, says Milky Moo. Milky Moo, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? Good to see you, friend. Good to see you. Always good to see you guys. Always. Hey, Milky, says Leo. Milky says, good for you, Leo. Blaze, how you doing, bruv? How you doing? Blaze, 220. Hey, Stevie. Good luck. Good to be back for another match. Yes, my friend. It always is. I've got lots of stuff for you. We've got a good game coming. We just have to see where this one goes. But the lady talking on CSN right now, man, I tell you what, I can't listen to that voice. I cannot listen to that voice. Or The lack of knowledge. That's another thing. Sorry, just saying. That's why I do not listen to TV. I cannot do it. They have no knowledge. It's just scream and shout and make up. That's it. Blaze, hi Milky Moo. Leo says, it can get better, but I'm not going to complain. I tell you, Leo, it's good to have you on this team. It really is. It's good to have everybody in here. It is. It really is. Every time you come in, I look forward to your names. I'm not kidding you. I really do. Now, just for a little backdrop. A little fly in the eye. A little fly in the ointment. I'm going to stand up and show you this shirt and tell you a story. There's the shirt. I'll move to the side. That shirt was given to me by the German national team. And my TV face would be like, that's me. I don't do the arrogant growl or whatever they do, or whatever they try to tell these players. I would literally be like, hey, nice smiley face, get into it. Project the right feeling. So yes, just so as you know, when I worked for the DFB, Deutsche Fußballbund, and worked for the national team and the World Cup champions, a few things were given to me, and the players all signed this shirt for me, all across it. And I kept it till this day. It's a very important piece of memorabilia. But when you serve a national team, you kind of get respected. And they did respect me for what I did for them. Let me tell you, they did. If you're looking at how long I was there, it was a couple of years all told. I've got the pictures and everything to prove it. If you want to see it sometime, let me know. I'll put them on screen. You'll see the bus and everything else and the training and hotels and all sorts of stuff. And I actually used to... Sylvia Nide was a big part of the organisation, and I used to get all good rooms and all good stuff from Sylvia. She took care of me very well. I tell you now, she did. But this game today, let's take a look at the head-to-head match. Leonardo Neuer, what a confident bastard. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He totally is. And again, the younger keepers in behind him, would they be hoping that they get some time? Because Neuer's 40, right? He's 40 years of age. He probably could go on another couple of years, if I'm honest. He probably could. But them younger keepers coming through are hoping he just goes away so they can have a happy day at a World Cup instead of seeing the same guy between the posts. And I'll tell you what, Neuer's a decent keeper. Decent keeper. But he can be beaten with a low shot. Low shot. Neuer, what a confident bastard. Yes, I like the anthems apart. Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. I do too. Just give me a second, guys. I'm going to sort something out here while you're watching your screens. That's all good there. That's all good there. Okay, fine. Lovely. We are getting there. We are getting there. Milky Moose Celtic. It's got the Irish flags going. Very Cote d'Ivoire flag as well, I'm saying. Now, head-to-head. I was just alerting to their head-to-head. And we got 5 minutes to kick off. How many times have they played each other? Once. Only once in history. I've got it here right now for you. Journalism does it all for you. Head-to-head record, men's senior team, Germany versus Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, whichever you are, whichever persuasion you are, French or English. There you go. You have it bilingually through Stevie. Matches played 1, Germany wins, none. Draws, 1. Ivory Coast wins, none. Scoreline was Germany 2, Ivory Coast 2. And I tell you now, coming into this match, both teams have very decent records. We're going to talk about Ivory Coast here pretty soon before we get into the match. But MSA Faye, 42 years old, the Ivorian coach, I tell you, great record. Leonardo says, I have nothing but respect for Ivory Coast. Same here, my friends, same here. They've got such a great unit going together. I really do tell you. Looking at MSA Faye, the coach, yeah, his record since 2024, 24th of January 2024 was when MSA Faye took charge of the national team. Glorious record before. He took charge of the national team after a great career playing and a great career coaching, which Nagelsmann never played a single match in his life. He's coaching only. He's like Mourinho. He's coaching only. Nagelsmann, the coach, Julian, never played. MSA Faye played. MSA Faye, the coach for Cote d'Ivoire, 33 matches in, 23 wins, 5 draws, and only 5 losses. Look at the scoring category. This is what Germany needs to watch out for. In the plus and the minus, the for and against goals, 56 scored in 33 matches, only 18 conceded. 56 scored, 18 conceded for plus 38. And get this, MSA Faye has a 69.7 winning ratio. Absolutely incredible. A couple of other things. As a player, interesting, Mr. MSA Faye, he won the FIFA U17 World Cup in 2001. Not with Ivory Coast, La France. France. Then as an Ivory Coast player, he won the African Cup of Nations, runner-up per se, 2006. As a manager of Ivory Coast, African Cup of Nations winner in 2023. I'll keep going. This guy's got it. It's going to provide something for Germany to think about. Individually, AFCON Best Coach in 2023 and CAF Coach of the Year in 2024. Mr. MSA Faye literally has got it. Listen to some of the results right now. I told you about 10 unbeaten for Germany. Listen to some of the results right now for Ivory Coast. This year alone, let's go back to November 18 last year. 3 wins and a draw. A win, 2-0 away at Oman. Then a home win against Mozambique. A home draw against Cameroon, and then Ivory Coast on the road winning at Gabon 3-2. This year, coming in, 5 matches undefeated, 6 wins in 7, only 1 loss. I'll tell you where it comes off. Ivory Coast 3-0 Burkina Faso, 6th of January. 10th of January, 3-2 loss. 3-2 loss, if you remember, African Cup of Nations, quarter-final. And there was a lot of issues around that match. Remember? Yeah, they lost 3-2 to Egypt. Then, since then, perfect so far. Korea, South Korea, at Korea. But it was in Milton Keynes, England. 4-0 win over South Korea. Very unusual for South Korea to get slapped 4-0, but they did. After that, another road game for Ivory Coast at Scotland in March. A 1-0 win. Again, undefeated. Then another game against France on the road in Nantes, France. And Ivory Coast wins 2-1 over France. And then recently, Philadelphia Union, 8th of June, friendly game, a 2-0 win there. And the last game they played, a 1-0 over Ecuador, 14th of June in Philadelphia. 5 matches, undefeated, and they've only conceded 1 goal in them 5 coming into this match. Germany, be warned, you got a job on. You've really got a job on. And Mr. MSA Faye, like I say, 42 years of age. And your referee for today's match, if you want to know, because the game is coming up right soon. The referee for today's match is, and it's an Paraguayan team, Juan Gabriel Benitez is your referee for today from Paraguay. Linesman number 1, Eduardo Cardozo from Paraguay. Milicares Saldivar from Paraguay is your second linesman. And 4th official, Khalid Al-Touré from Saudi Arabia. Reserve assistant, Mohammed Al-Bakri, Saudi Arabia. VAR team, I wonder if they're going to get it right today, because they seem to be cheating a little, don't they? They seem to be cheating. They seem to be very backhanded with this VAR at the World Cup. It's not right. I'm telling you, it's not right. I don't think they're honest. I think there's too many human errors, really. But VAR team, as typically assigned for matches, you've got VAR Antonio Garcia from Uruguay and assistant VAR Guillermo Pacheco from Mexico. And they are your support VAR people on the day. Plenty more coming through. But again, the form coming in for Germany is rock solid. Absolutely rock solid. Talking a little bit to finish off with Nagelsmann. Hoffenheim coach, 136 matches, 40% win ratio. Leipzig, from June 21, he finishes there on a 56.84 winning record. All good numbers. Bayern München, 1st of July, Canada Day, 2021, to the 4th of March, 2023, 71.43 winning record. And now with Germany, Chunzo, Deutschland, 34 matches, 22 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. I'm going to hollow on that one. 64.71% record. Julian has a 34-game record with the national team. 22 wins, 6 draws, 6 losses. MSA Faye has 33 games in, less than 1, has 5 draws and 5 losses. Therefore, at 69%, MSA Faye has a better record than Julian Nagelsmann coming into this match. Will it matter? Will it show itself? I think it probably could. We are literally getting close to the game now. Teams are getting ready. There's Mr. Havertz giving it a wink. Getting older, wiping his nose, wiping it on his shirt. Yeah. Camera's on you, son. Don't wipe the snot everywhere. There's a man looking at the scene. There's a stadium I've been in before. There's a stadium where plenty of my friends are probably in that building today, getting ready for another big match. It's still to get going. Getting into the chat where I love to be. Leonardo, I have nothing but respect for Ivory Coast. Leonardo says, hey, Milky, if Ivory Coast wins, I owe you a beer. Stout. There you go. There you go. Milky's laughing. Yon Singh. Come on, Ivory Coast, says Blaze. Come on, Blaze. Get in there. You know what? I've got to tell you. For the group, it would be good for Ivory Coast to probably get the win. Then it would push Germany to make a result in the final match here. Could turn this group upside down. Like I say, no one's giving Ivory Coast the respect they deserve. But I tell you now, I am. I look at their record. I do. I look at their record. It's better than Germany's if you really think about it. But it all comes down to who you played, yeah? Tea time, baby. 1 second. Ah, that is good. That is good. That is so good. It is unbelievable. Bringing up the game. Still in the tunnel, waiting for things to happen. Come on, you guys. Let's have you out on that field. Let's get you going. Musiala looking rather nervous, I would say. There's BMO Field from above, looking great, looking grand. I do love the flags, but where are they going to put these flags after? If I could get my hand on Canada's flag, I'd lay it out on the pasture next to my place, on the acreage here. I would. I'd lay it out there. Teams are coming out. There's Neuer, who should have retired. He's going to be wearing blue today. Tar, hands in the air. It's too late for that, fella. It's too late for that. If you're not ready, you never will be. Great scenery here. Great scenery as we're coming out. I'm going to get the crowd into this, guys, just a second. As we should. There we go. Bring the crowd into it, make it more livelier. And hey, we've got a lovely match ahead of us. I'm so looking forward to this. Really, I am. And again, if you're just joining in, this shirt was given to me by the German national football team, DFB, Deutscher Fußballbund, a few years ago when I was the liaison officer for the world champion German team. Like I say, a little while ago. But you never forget where you are. You never forget them links. I'm looking at the teams on the field right now. BMO Field. So it must be a field, hey? Is it not BMO pitch? A lot of people hate the word field for a football pitch. So is it a case of it's a field or a pitch? But yes, the anthem is coming through on the scoreboard. There's a few empty seats there. There's a few empty seats, so it's not a sellout. Not a sellout. So not a sellout. And I tell you, it's looking good, though. It's looking good. Will they keep it as is? I don't think so. And grey seats. I do say again, why didn't they put red seats in place? Wouldn't that have been much better? Just saying. Just saying. Rudy Fuller there. An old Rudy Fuller singing the Deutsche national anthem. There's your man Nagelsmann. 38 years old. Doing a grand job. Was with Bayern München prior to this. Now with the German national team. Resurrected them. I say he's resurrected the German national team, to be quite frank. They weren't this good 10 matches ago. He's lifted the German national team. The qualification finished very strongly. They're coming into this in form. And two things happened with Germany. Forget about the 7-1 win over CURACAO. That wasn't really a test, let's be honest. The two things happened to Germany. Coming into a tournament, if they're in form, they don't do well. They don't win the World Cup. Coming into the tournament in bad form, they pick up form and go far. What am I saying? Quarterfinals max. Quarterfinals max, Germany. That's it. That's all they'll get. They won't go any further. And if they do, somebody made a horrendous mistake in the match before on the opposition team. I'm telling you now, I don't see Germany winning a World Cup by a long stretch. And a quarter-final would be a very good finish for this team and Nagelsmann taking over such a short time before the World Cup. 2024 to now, a couple of years, but he's built it and he's really done the German national team a service. It was also thought that when he took the job, would he be the man? Well, I think he's answered all the prayers. Milky Moo says, come on, elephants. Yes. Come on, the elephants. Come on, Ivory Coast, says Blaze. Milky Moo says, Yun Sing. And I tell you, you can see that, you really can see that Ivory Coast can come into this game and make a big difference. No doubt about it. They're very focused, not being given any respect. But an early goal here won't shake the Germans. But an early goal here will shake the group and this match. And that's exactly what I want to see. I love Germany, love Ivory Coast, love all football teams. But for this match, I think, to be honest with you, an early goal against Germany would be the best thing for all the neutrals. What do you think? And earlier today, you got to say, Holland coming alive, literally coming alive, destroying Sweden. Sweden win their opening game 5-1, and now you got to say, Holland destroys Sweden 5-1. Great scenes, and I'll tell you what, you wouldn't have thought that that would have happened today. Lots of action in the crowd today, lots of fun in the crowd as well. But you wouldn't have thought that had happened. You would not have thought that would happen. Big hand slapping coming in. But again, I look for Germany to take a control of this match. If they don't, the early goal for Ivory Coast would be wonderful. Milky Moo Celtic sounds good. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. I'm loving seeing Ivory Coast fans. We're about to get ready. We are about to get ready. This is a bona fide, legitimate test for Germany. It's a bona fide, legitimate test for Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. Elfbeinküste. If you want to say Ivory Coast in Germany, here's a little practice. Elfbeinküste. Elfbeinküste. There's a Paraguayan refereeing team. And again, why is the cameras on these guys? There's too much emphasis being placed on these officials. They're just officials. We don't need to herald these referees as players. They're not part of the entertainment. They're part of the game. Again, I say we don't need to be looking at these guys in the VAR room standing straight like statues, not making hand gestures. Enough of the woke shit. Sorry, I've got to tell you, we don't need to see referees like this. They don't do the game a service, they just do the game. They're referees. That's it. Looking through the German lines, take your faces there. Musiala's in the scene right now. I think he's got to step up today. He has got to step up. Hi, Stevie. Is geriatric plays? Hold up a second. You funny buggers. R.R. Reynolds, buddy, how you doing? Hi, Stevie. Is geriatric place? They didn't all come through, mate. Your message didn't all come through, Steve. R.R. Reynolds. Oh, great stuff ×2. Absolutely. Getting into it. Let's bring on the game. We've waited long enough for the delay on this match. Let's get it going. They seem to love to slow it down. Canadian games, I'm telling you, the last few matches for Canada have all been late. CPL games, which I no longer have any desire to watch, they always start late. Neuer with the ground. Nagelsmann, great shot. I think he's got his T-shirt on back to front. He's got a logo on the back and nothing on the front. And there's MSA Faye. Standing quietly confident. He's done a magic job. He's done a magic job, MSA Faye. And Tar, you can keep praying all you like, mate. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Get your hands down, get ready for the game, be a man and get stuck in. Get stuck in. Here we go. Like I say, I wouldn't mind to see Ivory Coast giving Germany a real turnover, give them some real problems, and get that ball in the back of the net. They are beatable. Germany is beatable. And Ivory Coast is not Curaçao. And Turkey is Turkey, not Turkey, okay? And if you're not laughing, you should be. Game on. Okay, that's a TV problem. That's a TV problem. Again, a TV problem that's screwed us up today. 12 minutes in, 0-0 so far, on the edge of the box. Nothing started, nothing given. Ball over the top. And an easy gather. Easy gather. Doesn't even touch it with his hands. Lovely ball control. Again, it's going to be very diplomatic. Very methodical. You can tell by the way Côte d'Ivoire's on the ball that there is respect but no fear. And they're going about the business very pragmatically, not giving anything away, just starting slowly. Very slow. This game kicking off very slowly. Germany not offering the press, literally. And for the neutrals, going down the left wing now. Is this the moment? Wide side, loads of space and terrible control. Terrible control. Where is the control? Diamonde really had a chance there going through, but terrible control. That's a good save. Ball bounces right in front of him, and its eyes never leave it. Well done, Milky. Well done, son. Well done. Referee's got an issue. Substitutions getting warmed up. 13 minutes in. Unlucky for some. 13. Maybe there's a substitution coming up. Rudiger looks like he wants to come in. Sure bet if it is an injury. Great camera angle. Can't see shit going on. But again, Diamonde going through on that final move there. That bad control. Knowing that a player's gone down. Is he coming out or is he okay? He looks like he's walking okay, but he's still got a twinge in that right calf. Looks like a calf pull. There's Rudy Fuller in the background. Looks exactly the same as when he was playing. I remember in the 1990 World Cup, Holland versus Germany, Frank Rijkaard, Holland defender, spat full booger right in Rudy Fuller's hair. I'll never forget that. It was the most disgusting thing I ever saw from a footballer to a footballer, spitting in a guy's hair. And I never ever respected Rijkaard ever after that. In fact, I got no time for him ever since that. Disgusting behaviour. No need for it. But again, Frank Rijkaard, Mr. Spitball in people's hair. Never respected him after that. Never will. Disgusting. If you brought a sleeping bag, this is the right game for it, I've got to tell you. If you need a snooze, this is the game that's going to do it for you right now, because not much is happening. Wayward by Diamonde again. Get him out of the game. Get him out of the game. He's that cold. Get him out. That's twice going down the left side. They've had plenty of space. But they're literally constructing spaces in and around. Nagelsmann not too happy, shaking his head. It's going to be a long day at the office for Germany. I do love the German socks, though. Check out the back of the German socks. Got to say, where kits come along, outfits, shirts, socks, shorts for national teams, club teams, yada yada. I think them socks are quite striking. The shirt is quite striking. And it's a replica shirt from 1990 World Cup, Italia 90. I had one of those shirts. Where's it gone? I don't know. I have no idea. But I wore it a lot of the time. In the 80s and the 90s, I should say. And after that, it disappeared. Somebody must have loved it. Germany coming down the left side. Musiala with speed. Crosses the ball in. Coming inside and easily clearance going out for the throw-in. Ivory Coast, no nonsense defending. Musiala doing his best. Filthy Frank, aye, absolutely milky, filthy Frank. Dirty bastard. Disgusting piece of shit. So the Germans would tell you. Love the hearts, love the hearts, love the hearts. Back to you, back to you, back to you. You know, I'm going to throw some, 100%, I'm going to throw some hearts. Let's start throwing some hearts. And some smiles in there. Because we are in the party. 100%. Love it. Way to go, guys. Way to go. Getting close. Shot in. Good save. Good save. Good save. Going wide. Keeper gets nothing on it, but Musiala looking closer. Ball inside. He's onside coming through. Loads of space. Just going wide. Not too far. Keeper gets close, but he's not going to touch it. Lets it go wide. Good judgment. Good judgment by Fofana. Judging it going wide. Excellent keeping. Leonardo, almost. Yes, almost, almost, almost. I'm looking at this crowd. There may well be a fair measure of German support in the crowd. But the crowd's really not had much to cheer for so far. It's a very slow match. And if you've never been to Toronto where this match is being played, let me give you a little bit of information. To the right side of the field, where Germany are playing right now. I'll tell you in a second. Germany going down the right wing. And it's easy takeaway. Free kick coming up. Free kick coming up. I think he went down on the ball pretty hard with his face there, but maybe he got lucky. Paraguayan ref says, get up, no foul, play on. Germany coming forward. The stand to your right, behind the goal. Behind that goal is a massive body of water. It's a massive body of water. You're at sea level, is what I'm saying. Therefore, there's no altitude, the heat won't bug you, and there's no reason on earth to take a commercial break, because it's not a hydration break, as you know. Germany coming down the right side, down the left side, in comes the keeper. Nice take by Fofana, well timed. Great grab. Smooth action from Fofana in net. No panic whatsoever. So yes, the stand behind you to the right, to the big body of water, you're at sea level. It's conducive to all European teams playing a decent match, so it really does help European teams. It's not adverse to African teams. It's a place where any team can get and play without being fatigued or having hydration issues. There you go. And I've seen many a game at this ground with never ever a hydration break, which does endorse how much full of shit FIFA are, because they're just making money, making us wait. And thank you to fans in the UK. Discussing it with fans in the UK, when the commercial break comes here in this match, you guys all over Europe, you're able to watch the teams on the sideline. Everything happened. The coach is talking. The crowd having a good time. You get to stay with the game. People in North America get chopped up and have to watch commercials for 3 minutes or 4 minutes. It's absolutely disgusting. And TSN, you should be ashamed of yourself. You're not football. You're not football. Football would not do that to people. Shot coming in. Oh, I tell you, not far off, not far off, not far off. He was close. He was close. That was a close call there. Very close coming in. Mecha just wiring it over the bar. Very close on. 20 minutes gone. Still 0-0. We're looking for a goal. Ivory Coast really should be the one. Leonardo says, shit, absolutely. Patrick's, go Germany. Patrick Scott says, go Germany. Los Deutschland, los. Brown with the corner. I thought it was a goal. It was close, wasn't it, eh? It was close. Short corner, kick taken straight away. Keeper takes it. I tell you, what a drop. What a drop, but a free kick's coming. And I don't know so much. I don't know so much. That should be a goal in my mind. They need to VAR this. Take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this. No. Take a look at this. I tell you what, take a look at this. I don't agree with what's going on here. Take another look when it comes in. He's up first. The header is up first. How can that be a foul? That cannot be a foul. Take it. He's up. Doesn't take it. Now I see from a different angle. But give me the third angle from behind. It's 1-1 right now. It's 50-50. I can see where he is a little bit upset. And Fofana needs to get up. The acting is over. Get to Hollywood, son. The amount of times people go down in these matches and they're hurt. Where is your pain threshold? Another look. I don't know, you know. I think there might be a slight foul, but I don't know about that. I think that's a legitimate goal. And Nagelsmann's right there. That should be a goal. He's up first. The keeper comes in late. I think that's a bad mistake. Bad mistake. And Fofana's milking this, making it look good for the referee and the rest of the crew, but I tell you. Everybody's getting a drink. The play acting just pisses me off, I'll tell you. When men were men, they'd get up. My life. A headed duel, and you're out for 3 minutes? Give me a break. I'm not coming down on the referee. He's got to do his job, but really, this game is slow enough as it is. Leonardo says foul. They wanted water breaks in 94, wanted to quarter the games. Did not matter that they didn't. Yes. Yes. I will look forward to a World Cup next somewhere other than these three. The way that advertising's been done is sickening. Absolutely sickening. It doesn't feel like a World Cup with all these ads coming through all the time. I'm not anti-ads. I know ads pay the bills. I get it. I'm aware to that. I worked in the business. But it's getting that there's more ads than game. And eventually people will walk away. I tell you now, people will walk away and you'll be left with a generic crowd that doesn't cheer in unison, that cheers once in a while, doesn't know the game. Is sporting events is what they're after. Germany going down the right wing now. Sane twisting and turning. Slides the ball inside. And it goes out of play, keeps it in play, back to Neuer. A ball out of play again. A ball out of play again, and it's not really the top match that we thought it would be, but here we go. So we're on a commercial break again. Spain, Portugal, Morocco 2030. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. I wouldn't mind that one little bit. Absolutely wouldn't mind that one little bit. That'd be right down my alley. Just going to go in and get some... Just a second here, guys. That's what we need. Going to give you some stats so far off the game so far. Stats on the match so far. Not many, but there's some. It does tell a story. 1 second. Just got to bring this up. There we go. Stats on the game so far. Germany, 4 shots, 1 on target. 55% possession, 173 passes, 93% pass accuracy. Pretty decent, but it's going nowhere. 1 foul, 1 corner. And Côte d'Ivoire, 1 shot, not on target. 45% possession, 98 passes, 88% accuracy, and that in 20 minutes. Not very good. Fouls 1, offsides 1. We need a goal in this match. We definitely need a goal in this match. And like I say, we need goals like the last match. Holland literally routing Sweden 5-1. Absolutely destroying the Swedes. And remembering the Swedes won their opening game 5-1, so their goal difference is now 6-6. 6 goals scored, 6 goals against in 2 matches at a World Cup. Not really the norm. Not really the norm, is it? I tell you. But for my take, this game so far, Probably one of the slowest paced games in the World Cup so far. Two teams going at it that they're not showing total respect, but they're certainly respecting each other's offensive prowess. But very slow match so far, and not really endearing itself to the fans at all. Still waiting for the water break to end. The guys to get back on the fields. But it's funny you say that, Milky Moo. They wanted water breaks in 1994. Wanted to quarter the games. Did not matter that they didn't. No, it didn't. It didn't. It didn't. But it's funny. I'll say this much. America puts on amazing sporting events, yeah? Much better than FIFA. Much better than FIFA, I can tell you that now. And more streamlined with the fans. But they put on amazing sporting events. Fans in the crowd. Digging it, digging it, digging it. Well, she's on her phone, and doesn't look like they really care for the game, does it, eh? Sorry that you had to be here to watch your phone. Lovely Ivory Coast gentleman in that lovely shirt there. Pretty classy dressed man, eh? Pretty classy dressed man. But this crowd and you and I need something to put us into life, because I tell you what, this would put a sleeping man into a coma. Absolutely dead, slow, boring go. Didn't really think I was going to see this. I thought we'd see an enterprising match. There's still a second half to go, but do you want to see this for another 45? I don't. I want to see some action. Rudiger being readied. Throw-in, taken now, all the way back. In their own half. Côte d'Ivoire. Not really offering too much in the last little while. Germany ranked 9. Côte d'Ivoire ranked 30 in the world. But their recent form, both teams, electric. Germany undefeated in 10, like you know, like I told you in the pre-game. Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, undefeated in their last 5 coming into the tournament. Beating France as well, 2-1 along the way. So they can take out the big teams. They are tough to break down defensively. That's proving itself in this match. Diamonde going down the left wing. Will he waste another chance? Diamonde going wide. Can he get the ball in? He can. Open. Get it in, son. Oh, what a chance. Get in there. 1-0. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We've got the goal. The goal is in. The game is alive. Côte d'Ivoire. 1-0. 1-0. Beautiful thing. Absolutely brilliant. Sloppy German defence. Go wild, ladies. Go wild. Go wild. Go wild. Jump up and down. Go nuts. Your team is 1-0 up. I tell you, this is not a shock. Very tidy defensive team right across the board. And Neuer is beaten. Milky Moo. Keepers will be trying to buy 2 minutes till they get to the 70 minutes now instead of the 90 minutes. Yes. Yes. Keepers will be trying to buy 2 mins till they get to the 70th minute. Quick reaction, it's in the back of the net. Brown on the ground. Germany a goal down here in BMO Field. Neuer doesn't make a save at all. Doesn't make a single save. Defenders block, going back into the mixer. Neuer would have been better to stay on his feet. He'd have had a chance at the rebound. Didn't make a chance to save it. Oh, says Milky. Woohoo! Keepers will be trying to buy 2 minutes till they get to the 70th minute. Now instead of 90th minute. Blaze, let's go. You called it. You want them to win, Blaze. Let's hope they do. 1-0 so far. You can see I'm wearing a shirt I worked for, but I'm not biased. I might be a few things. Sarcastic. Crazy for the game. But I'm not biased. I've never been biased ever. I like honesty. Another little chip on the back of the heel there. Nothing doing, says the referee. Rudiger still getting warmed up like he's coming in. Leonardo Barriviera, new boat. NC Jules, New York City Jules. How you doing, brother? New York City Jules is in the house. Hey, fella. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's the weather in New York City? Good to see you, Jules. Lovely to see you. 1-0. Game as life. Germany now have to answer. And this is reality, people. This is reality. You saw the 7-1 over Curacao. Don't get ahead of yourselves, German fans, because that was Curacao. This is Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. Or if you're German, ihr spielt die Elfenbeinküste. You're playing the Germans. Sorry, the Germans are playing the Ivory Coast. Ball down the right side. Are they going to add to it? Now's the time to get the second goal. Cutting inside. Ball comes free. It's loose. Second ball won again. Bit of a mix-up. There for the grabbing, there for the taking. And Ivory Coast one more time coming up with the ball all the way back to Fafane on the edge of his penalty area. New York City, breezy and low 80s. Beautiful, beautiful. That's what you want to play. Therefore, Toronto's not far away. It's going to be pretty soon. Diomande racing for the ball. He'll get there. Fighting for it. Gets the ball. Now do something. You won it. Do something. Back up the line. Ivory Coast flowing much better in the last 5 minutes since the goal. And really giving Germany some issues. Something to think about. And when you see a German team being pushed back and rocked back, you've got to admit that there's a quality team on the other end of the stick here. Going down the right side. Beautiful play. Brings it down. A lovely take. Cross coming in. Easy gather. Easy clearance. Not the best cross. Germany seem to have hit a brick wall for the next couple of minutes while they react to this 1-0. There's your man, Frank Kessie. 16th goal for Côte d'Ivoire, the captain putting it in the back of the net. He'll remember that. So will his family, and so will the Côte d'Ivoire nation. Tea time, baby. 1-0. Out for the throw-in again. 33 minutes gone, and 21 to 23, 24, 25 seconds. If you want to do your clock, I'm going to stop you at 33:40. Leonardo says, I told you the Germans would piss off a lot of people. They are pissing off the Germans. Oh, yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. Yes, my friend. That is so funny. So cool, Leo. So cool, man. So cool. Ball going all the way. He won't get there. I'm going to read that again. Leonardo Baraviera says, and he's from Brazil, I told you the Germans would piss off a lot of people. They are pissing off the Germans. Leo says, just like Kahn in 2002. Yes, yes, yeah, Ollie Kahn, Oliver Kahn. I liked Oliver Kahn much more than I do Neuer. I just liked Oliver Kahn much better. I don't know what it is, but I did enjoy Ollie much, much better. Milky Moo Health. Leo, just like Kahn in 2002. Milky Moo says, health. New York City, Stevie, going to any matches? Not planned yet. I'm waiting for the quarterfinals or the round of 16, West Coast, East Coast, Canada. I'm going to stay close to Canada for the World Cup because I've got a lot of engagements outside of this in different cities. So I'm going to stay in Canada, but I'm waiting to see what's happening with the rounds. I'm keeping my cards open, if you're honest about it. I could travel into the States if the right game come along. But how much is it going to cost me? 10, 20 grand? You know, I've got to fly and get a hotel and a ticket. It might be 50 grand by the time I get there. I'm joking, obviously, but you never know, right? But I am looking to get to games in the knockout phase, and I'm looking, hopefully, to do some live stuff on location. But it all depends what games come along and the timing as well. And by the way, you've got to have a bit of luck. Things have got to work out. Good clearance by Ivory Coast. Germany on the edge of the box, looking to manufacture something. Boy, looking for the foul. Nothing doing. And I tell you what, that's not going to work with Germany today. If you start biatching about the foulings, Ivory Coast is going to laugh in your face because they can take the toughness. And the superstars from European football, they don't like the toughness. And years ago in World Cups, the African teams had the toughness, but they didn't have the finishing ability or the skill. Or for that matter, they didn't have the coaching or the know-how. Now, it's a different ball game. African teams are coming through with strength, skill, tactics, coaching, and know-how. They're becoming much more of a test. I'm not saying this year we see an African world champion. That's not what I'm saying. But you're certainly watching African teams play a lot stronger over the years. Havertz now with the ball. Hasn't seen much action so far in this game. A wandering striker in and out. Really hasn't been a target to aim for. Sane now with the ball. To Havertz. Havertz back to Sane. Sane went back to German football after being with Man City for a while. Didn't work out for him there. Very surprising. I thought it would. Sane on the ball right now. Tack-toeing. Keeping possession. Germany trying to force a round peg into a square hole. It's too tight for it. Everything's being repelled. Everything they're trying is not coming off. And Cote d'Ivoire are coming into this game massively, massively. The confidence is staging. No foul, says the referee. Correct call coming on. 3-on-3. This now could be 2-0. He needs to go to the left side. Needs to go to the left side. Slowing it down. Cut inside. Great gather. And that's what I love to see goalkeepers do. Catch the bloody ball. Don't punch it. Don't flick it over the bar. Don't knock it back into the mixer. Catch the damn thing. Lovely to see a goalkeeper with hands. And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm being serious. I should be sarcastic, but I'm not. Neuer showing what a goalkeeper should do. No foul. Referee doing a great game. Not a great clearance, though. Ahmed getting away with a little foul there for Cote d'Ivoire. But again, Ivory Coast in control of their destiny. No foul. There is a foul. There is a foul. No foul. It is a foul. Havertz doesn't think it's been called yet. Doesn't know it's been called yet. But it's no goal. Steve going to any matches, says Jules. I think I will. Just got to get the right game and the right fixture. Vancouver is 1,000 k's away from me, probably a little bit more. And Toronto is about 3,000 k's, probably a tiny bit more. I've done the Toronto flight, I've done the Vancouver flight. Vancouver takes me an hour to get there. And Toronto takes me about 4 hours to fly. I've done both. I've been in both the buildings. I've enjoyed myself in both buildings. Ball coming back to Neuer. And he catches it again, throwing it out now. Sane gets the ball early, not the greatest pass. Germany moving forward with strength down the right wing. Havertz now on the ball, needs to switch the play. Does switch the play, coming inside. Easy foul. Musiala coming in for some physical attention. And he's going to have to expect that. Lovely tea time, baby. Strokes it into the net, but it doesn't count. The 8th goal in the World Cup hasn't come along yet. Free kick coming up. Is the German goalkeeper called Hans? Nice one, R.R. Reynolds. Love it, mate. Love it. You need hands to hold the one you care for. You need hands. I could carry on. Free kick coming in. Well to go. Way to go, R.R. Reynolds. Is the keeper's name Hans? Ball in. That's a great free kick. It's in the mixer. Taking a shot. Blocked and out it comes. 1-on-1. Little Ahmed now. What can he do? Takes one in. Comes inside. Diminutive little figure. No body strength. Nobody coming up to help. He would have been wiser to have held the play. Germany now down the left wing. Tightly marked. Going past one. The physical play. Gets the rebound. Taps off. Should be a shot coming in. Should be an equalising goal. And a corner coming up. Corner coming up. I've got to say, though, Ivory Coast are diving in with the cleats, diving in with the studs, kicking it in there, getting tough. The Germans don't like it. And she's not German, she's Canadian. I just read her lips. She's talking English, she's not German. You don't say let's go if you're German. You say weiter! Weiter! Ich spreche 100%iges Deutsch. An diesen Eckstoß kommt zunächst. Ecker from Deutschland. There's a corner coming from Germany. It'll be a goal kick after this. Ball in the middle. Headed out one more time. Shot coming in through the mixer. It's loose. It's cleared. It's going for a throw. Germany trying to break down the door. A goal down. Minutes to go before half-time. It's not coming off how they want. But hey, we've now got a game. We've got a game with a goal in it. To the right side, because now Germany has to come and get something. Quick mistake does pick up the mistake. Ahmed passes the ball off now here for Côte d'Ivoire coming forward. Ball to the left wing. Diomande on the ball. Do something with it now. Keep it in play if you can. Well done. His first touch has not been on song today. Diomande hasn't had a great first touch all match through. If he'd have been more alive and with it, I'm sure that left side would have been more productive for Côte d'Ivoire in this match. It was where their first goal stemmed from, down the left and the cross in. And I say that's the key to success. Stay on the left wing. And I am surprised with the German lineup in phases. I'm sure you're going to see changes at half-time. In fact, I'm pretty sure you will. They've got to change things up at the back and in the middle. And Sane, to be honest, hasn't really performed either. Musiala's had a few sporadic runs through. Havertz up front hasn't really done too much. So we're looking at a very impotent German team today. But as I said, the 7-1 against Curaçao was nothing to get excited about. That was an amateur team taking on pros. Think of it that way. Ball down the right side. Easily gathered. Easily back to the keeper. Fofana in his own 6-yard box takes a touch. Has a look. Going long to the right side. Up to halfway. And if you could tell me what them signs on that scoreboard are saying, or on the advertising boards, I'll give you a tenner. I'll give you a tenner if you could tell me what it says, because I don't read Japanese or Chinese. Foul coming up. No fouls, says the referee. I tell you what, they're letting a lot of fouls, a lot of suspect fouls, these referees in the World Cup. They're letting it roll. It's great to keep the game flowing, absolutely, but if you ruin the game with VAR stops, a free kick doesn't ruin the game, so call a free kick. Nice idea, but no one's running. Through ball, back to Neuer. Germany building again from midfield, coming forward down the right side. Tar with the ball. Inside. Strong man's hard to take off the ball, hard to shake off the ball. Keeping possession around 5 Ivorians, doing brilliantly there. In comes Sane. No angle, no release, no target. Loses possession. Again, Sane really disappointing in a few ways. Ivory Coast sitting strong in the group. Conan's played a really decent first half. Good on the ball, safe tackling, hasn't put a foot wrong. You could say that for the complete Ivorian team. They really haven't put a foot wrong. That's great, that's great, that's great. Milky Moo, hands around the world. Yes, hands around the world. Leonardo, Mateus is thinking, I could be there right now. He is, he probably is, he probably is. Yeah, what a player he was, Mateus. Rudy Fuller. Klinsmann, who remembers Klinsmann? Andreas Bremer scored the penalty for the winner in the World Cup final against Argentina, who didn't have a very good Maradona at the World Cup. Corner coming up. But yeah, and Milky Moo, many hands make light work. Good one, good one. Leo's laughing. New York City Jules has got tears running down his face. Laughing, laughing, laughing. Again, Germany trying to get something before half-time here. 7 minutes added time. Coming very wide with the ball. It's almost in front of the goal to cross the ball. Not the best angle. Why not just put the corner in? If you're going to do that, why not just put the corner in? I understand you want to shake up space and move people around. But be direct once in a while. It'll give them something to think about. Ball needs to take a shot. Coming in. Takes deflection. Coming back out. Ping-pong ball in and around Côte d'Ivoire's penalty area. And nothing is coming off for Germany at all. Ivory Coast really jumping into their step. Great running by Nementia. Coming back. He's one of the players that's standing up for Germany so far in this half. Number 23. Running through the middle of the field right now. Up to halfway. He's on halfway right now. Number 23. Nementia. Playing a great game for Germany. If the other guys on that team bring his level, Germany come back into this match. But too many passes right now are overcooking the move for Germany. It's becoming very predictable. And Cote d'Ivoire is saying, thank you, keep doing the same plays. We'll stay in the same positions. We'll clear the same balls. Cross coming in, doesn't make it in. Nice fighting by Musiala. Comes inside one, comes inside two. Is a free kick outside the box, right outside the box. He doesn't get called. I tell you what. What is this referee looking at? What is he looking at? What the F is that ref looking at? There. He goes down late, plays the ball, but he goes down nonetheless. Free kick, not a penalty. Man down in the middle. Referee says play on. Is it me? Or is it us? Or do you see the same right now, what I'm going to say now? I've seen a lot more studs tackles on players' legs than I have on average at football matches in club leagues. There's more fouls going on, being committed and not being punished than I think ever. Going out for the goal kick. Did his best but couldn't get around it. Kessie giving him the thumbs up as a good captain would do. But Musiala, try, but take a look. There is contact there. There is contact there. There, the contact is there. It takes him off balance. No one is going to fall over like that. That's not a dive. Talking FIFA rankings, Germany's 9. Cote d'Ivoire's 30. Canada's 27. Mexico is 11, ball in the box, headed out by Germany. And USA is 13. There's your rankings right now. Diamonde's the guy that's probably going to do something special in the second half, but the first half hasn't been his best. I know you're playing Germany, 9th in the world, but it's not been the best. But pragmatic Ivory Coast, taking time with the throw-in. Looking to nurse this to 1-0 to half-time. Just getting into my stuff here, guys. Give you some stats here as we get to half-time. Can he keep it in? He can. But it's taken off his toe. And it's a throw-in. Diomande giving a bit of extras there. No need for that. Germany keeping it business-like, not reacting, not getting into it. And that's the way they go about business. Diplomatically, stick to your job, get the job done. Handball referee, handball referee, handball referee. Where's the handball? Where are these referees and linesmen from? Really? Bush League? Kids leagues? Because some of the calls they don't make. Just sort of shocking. Absolutely shocking. Free kick. I tell you, I'm getting sick and tired of the fouls not being called. German fans must be ripping their hair out. 1 minute left in the 7 minutes of added time. Are we going to get a goal from Germany to tie it up just before half-time, or are they going to overcook it like they're doing right now? Credit to Ivory Coast, sticking 2 buses behind the ball, parking the whole team in the penalty area, making life difficult for Germany. Will it last? Will it last 90 minutes? Into the side. Havertz now. It's all very stop, go, stop, go, stop, go with no flow. You need the flow to beat this team. Stopping and going won't make it happen. You've got to get the flow going. Offside. Offside anyway. Wouldn't have mattered. Wouldn't have mattered. He'd be offside. Wirtz in with a chance. But here's the reality. You've got to say, Germany being pushed all the way here. Is it to end 1-0? Is it to end 1-0? But Germany being pushed all the way here. Half-time has been called. And there we go. Half-time has been called. We're going to go into the chat. We're going to get you some stats first of all. Show you what we've got here at half-time. But at half-time, thanks to Frank Kessie, on 30 minutes, it is 1-0 to Ivory Coast, Côte d'Ivoire. Deutschland gegen Elfenbeinküste is 1-0 to Elfenbeinküste. Stats. Let's look at some of the stats just before we move along. There we go. That's what I wanted. Bringing up the stats right now. Shots on target, 8 for Germany, 2 on target. 4 Ivory Coast, 2 on target. 1 was the go-ahead goal from Frank. 59% to 41% for Germany. 90% pass accuracy against 88% pass accuracy in favour of Germany. 2 fouls to 3 in favour of Côte d'Ivoire. 3 corners, so 1 in favour of Germany and 1 offside. That was for Ivory Coast. Just 1 second, bouncing around here. Bringing you up to speed with Group F earlier today. Holland and Sweden taking it on. Very surprised to see how this match finished up. Really surprised to see how this match finished up, honestly. Holland on top right now, 4 points. Sweden in second with 3. Match coming up later, Japan, Tunisia. Japan has a chance to quite possibly come into second place. But got to say, it is what it is. This group here, right now, Ivory Coast sitting on top on 6 points. With this win, they will qualify and quite possibly be moving to take the group as group leaders. This was talked about before the World Cup, that Ivory Coast coming in against Germany would have something to say. They definitely are. In the end of the day, third place match, Ecuador taking on CURACAO, will decide who comes in for third place. But right now, at halftime, it is just 1-0 to Germany over Ivory Coast. Just give me a second. I'm just going to get something going. Just looking for it. Give me a second. Muka. We need the Muka. Bringing it up. We'll get that into you straight away, guys. Give me a second. Put your chat down. Go in the chat and tell me what you got. And we will come into that chat straight away. I'm just lining something up right now. There's what we need. That's what we need right there. Okay. Thank you very much. Muka. Muka's there. We've got it on. Into the chat before we take a little break here. I was not a push in the back, absolutely. Another hands joke. Need a hands with that keeper. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. That's New York City Jules. Well done. Leo's laughing. They might plenty to do here, though. That's Germany. They got plenty to do here. Ira Reynolds, they don't like it upon them. No, they don't. They don't. And I'll tell you what, Côte d'Ivoire's really brought it to Germany all match long. They've done a fantastic job. They really have. For now, though, I'm going to show you some of the Group E music. We haven't had much of that, but we're going to go Group E music right now. We're going to get the crowd out of here. Just 1 second. Move that crowd away. There we go. And put the music on. You'll hear it in 2 seconds. There's the looker. You'll hear it. Germany first. Then go back back that up and start it off again for you. There you go. Listen to some good music while we get ready for the second half. At halftime, it is Deutschland 1, Côte d'Ivoire 0. Joking ya. Deutschland 0, Côte d'Ivoire 1. Just seeing if you're listening. Enjoy the music. I'm here, but there's a few things to do behind the scenes, but I'll be ready for the second half. Enjoy. I'm going to turn the music up a bit. And welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the music. I was bobbing to it all the way. I love the music. I do. I live for rhythm. And to me, the reason I live for rhythm is football is all about rhythm. This match had no rhythm until the goal. When the goal went in, we got a match. But until the goal went in on 30, it was quite a slow affair, wasn't it? Just saying. Just saying. Getting back into the chat, and we'll get into the game here pretty soon. But right now, the only thing that matters is Nagelsmann needs to lift this team. And I got to sympathise with him. I got to say, if you're an Ivorian Coast fan, you're probably thinking, "Wow, we got away with a few sort of sinister calls there by the referee." So, I do feel for Germany, Ivory Coast. Hey, good for the goal, no doubt about it. The goal's good. That's got nothing to do with the referee or anything. But I think Germany might feel aggrieved at half-time. For me, Nagelsmann needs to use that as a catalytic tool. Make the players remember that the calls have been going against you. Build them up to ignore the calls, but use the calls that are going against us to make us stronger, make us unified. Use it as an energizer bunny situation, but use it as a positive to spur your team on. That's what Nagelsmann needs to do. What does he need to change? If you're looking at what they've done in the first half, and if they continue to do what they've done in the first half, it's going to end 1-0. They've got to change the flow, which means personnel or tactics. I think they've gone very generic footballing, like a lot of teams at this World Cup. They all play the same boring system through the middle. But nobody seems to want to unlock the door just in front of the penalty spot, in behind the defence. It doesn't need to be a chip. It doesn't need to be a long ball. It can be a cross to a precise position for someone to be running onto. A cross that is whipped in. Not floated in, not chipped in, but laser fast whipped in. So when you get onto it, you just got to redirect it and it's going in like a bullet. So I think that's what needs to happen. They need to change their systems. They've got to change their systems. Sane, he's had no luck on the right, really. You can try and switch the wing play, left to right, right to left. It's not a bad idea. I like the odd foot on the wing tactic. If you've got a right winger, I love having a left-footed player on the right wing and a right-footed player on the left wing. Simply this. A wing play situation, you're expecting him to put the ball in or to go down the line, yeah? But you're expecting him to stay in that corner zone adjacent to the penalty area. You're talking defender, yeah? Well, as an offensive-minded coach, because I'm all about attack, as an offensive-minded coach, I like my wingers not to just go down the wing. I don't want my winger to go down the wing. Your job there is to cross the ball in early before you get to the penalty area. So it's coming in early, so it's going to have a curvature to it for someone to run onto. Or more so, you're a left footer on the right wing. Games are about to go live. We'll continue that in a second, but I'll tell you about the right footer on the left wing in a second. Game's going live. But we're ready for the first half. We're ready for the second half. Let's get going to it. New York City. Now we're in the Andes. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If you're enjoying it, that's good. That's what it's for. All those tracks, the game is live. All those tracks down below in the library, everybody, they're for your enjoyment. That is the only reason I put them together. That is the only reason. Purely for your enjoyment. I love music, and quite frankly, my favourite style of music, I have to say, is probably the Latino persuasion, South America, Central America. It's all very different, just like you're hearing with these national tracks. So I got the idea with those tracks for your enjoyment's sakes only, to give you something different. Ball coming inside, open shot, well cleared by Germany, clearing the danger, but still looking nervous. Havertz on the ball, offering nothing, really not even thinking, just puts the man under pressure, gives him no time on the ball. Havertz needs to think of it. Shot coming in, takes deflection, going out for the throw. Well played. But with the right-footed winger on the left wing and the left-footed winger on the right wing, if he cuts inside from the right wing, the right wing, who's got the left foot strength, he's coming in front of goal. That goal is getting bigger the further he cuts across the field. He's got the strong left foot on the right foot to release the shot. Bang. So your right winger with a left strong foot cutting inside unleashes a shot. If you're stuck out on the wing, you're just crossing all day long. Terrible mistake here. I tell you what, Germany dodging the bullets here. Really dodging the bullets there. That is absolutely catastrophic defending. Germany not looking Germany at the moment. They're looking very unlike Germany at the moment. They need to get a grip tactically. Literally running around in circles there for a few seconds, Germany. Unbelievable. People not really understanding their roles. Has Nagelsmann confused people? I can't think so. Not in a defensive situation. But again, to make that very clear with the wingers, if my right winger has a strong left foot, which I like, and my left winger has a strong right foot, that means my left winger can come inside, get level with the goal, where the goal's getting bigger as he's coming across the field. The left winger's got the strong right foot, the ball's moving right, he hits it with the right foot, big goal, takes a shot, likely going to score. Same with the left winger. He comes across the field, he's got a strong right foot, yeah? Cuts inside, takes the shot, does exactly the same. That's what I'm saying. Germany in low, I tell you what, should be a corner. Musiala making some trouble there. So what I'm saying is, like, I like my wingers to be more than just a generic player like you see nowadays. Too many wingers are the same. You don't see many character individual wingers. Little Somerville for Holland, he comes to my mind as a great little wing player, just for quick sakes. Just so you can focus on his style. He scores today as well against Sweden. But he's a guy who can do different things. Corner coming in. Deutschland. Got to get something here. Chip to the back post. Keeper's easy gather. That is just too training field, textbook formality. I mean, there was no threat on that cross whatsoever. They got to get more ping into the game. This game's been played in BMO Field, Toronto, Jules. Not far from your neck of the woods. Ivory Coast now going over the top. Great first take into the corner. Two runners running. Great hold-up play. Great hold-up play. That is, I'll tell you what, that is textbook hold-up play. Ivory Coast in the corner, eventually winning the throw. Absolute textbook football. Bonnie, take a bow. Take a bow. Great textbook holding the line. So bad that the ball's in the other end of the field now. Holy shit. You did all that to put it there. And that's what infuriates me with this modern game. You'd have never done that 20 years ago. Everybody is copycatting each other, doing the same thing. They really are. They're copycatting each other's tactics. They're doing the same thing. It's individual errors or mistakes or brilliance that is the only difference anymore. There's too many generic plays. Really, there are. And that's what I say you need to do. Get one guy who can go between the lines with the ball, a dribbler. That's how you upset the apple cart in this modern day football. He's getting the ball back, takes a shot. I tell you what, unfortunately, nothing on it, but another big move. And that's the kind of play I like to see. Not this generic east to west for 5 hours and then literally the last 2 seconds we'll go north to south and have a shot. That guy, direct, north to south, exciting football, strong football, dominant football, and that's the kind of football you would pay money to watch. And there are empty seats in that stadium. It's in BMO Field, Toronto, Jules. Leonardo, is it your birthday today? Seriously? It is such bitterness, my birthday. Is it your birthday today? Come on, tell us. Ivory Coast, come down the right side. Options down the right side. Far post is open. Does he go for the far side? Cuts back. Lays off. Shot! Oh, I tell you, take your time, son. You had 2-0 in the bag. Little Ahmed's doing fantastic here on that right wing, man. I tell you what, he is doing absolutely brilliant. Take your time. He snaps at the shot. If he takes his time with that shot, just at least gets it on target, Neuer's going to have to dive. And it's probably going to be high, so Neuer's got a bit of an edge there, but take your time on that shot. It took you all your lifetime to get in that position. Don't waste it. Pull the trigger slowly. Just squeeze slowly. Sane into the middle. Finds space going over the top. Doesn't get the ball back. And again, unceremoniously up and under in front of the box. Bounces once. Head in tennis once. Head in tennis twice. It's getting cleared. Ivory Coast on the ball. Germany getting the ball back. Havertz with the ball. Not the best pass off. That's another part of Germany's game today. They haven't really clicked yet. Long way to go. Milky Moo, it was his birthday the day Germany whooped Brazil 7-1. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, the semi-final. Yes. Yeah, so I don't want to remind him then. No. But Curaçao fans, they've got that 7-1 syndrome now, so it's been passed on, mate. It doesn't belong to Brazil anymore. It's Curaçao's. Until someone else gets whooped. Oh, lovely cup of tea. Ball in the middle, going wide. Put it back in the mixer. Turn. And gathered. Keeper gets it again. But again, Ivory Coast sitting on top of the group will qualify. Will qualify with this victory if it stays the way it is. I'm sure Fofana in net and the guys in orange would like to see that stay the way it is. But again, their record is excellent, yeah. Both these teams match each other statistically. On the field, physically, I have to say I give the edge to Ivory Coast. Ahmed on the ball again. Playing like a veteran. He is a veteran. He's played many a big match in the EPL. He's done very well. But Cote d'Ivoire playing some magnificent football. Really, they are. An African team that has skill, speed, not just the strength and the tackling ability, is a team that's going to go far. Take your shot. Don't stop it. It's a one-time shot, my friend. You got to hit that as it comes at you. What are you stopping it for, brother? You just redirect that in the net, tap it in, side foot it in the net. Watch this again, guys. Ahmed goes round, gets the ball back, beats the defender, whips it in. You got to be tapping this with the side foot, and that's the wrong foot. You got to be sweeping it in with your right foot, not stopping it with the left. Just saying. Corner coming in. Far side, Watchalong. The big chase on, guided out for the throw, but it's not going out. Well, oh, I tell you what, he's blocking him. Diamonde should not. I don't think that's too fair. Come on, they were both running for the ball. Paraguayan ref has not done either team any justice today, really. I mean, he's made a few really horrific calls. Not coming down on him, not angry at the man, not at all. But he hasn't done a great game today. Long way to go. He can save himself with some fantastic calls. Let's go with that. Now, you're probably looking at the schedule saying, Steve, there's no game tomorrow on your channel. And it's right. In the middle it comes. It arrives late, goes all the way through. Still in play. One-on-one. Goes wide, goes inside. Cuts back, sends it back. Cross coming in. No, gives the fake. Give and go, coming back on the outside. Fully in control. If they kept the ball for the next 30-odd minutes, they're walking to a victory, and they can add to it. Really can add to it. In the mix, volley! And going wide. Diamonde. Another moment that he has not enjoyed excelling. I think MSA Faye must be thinking about changing him out, maybe. Reputations are one thing, but if you're not performing, get off the park. Has all the time in the world, doesn't even hit the target. He's worried about the man coming in. I can understand that. But go natural, just do it. Hit it. Be sure. See it fly in the net before you hit it, and then hit it. On the wing play now. Coming inside. Blocked one more time. Sane again not having much luck either on the wing play. But eventually you got to tell yourself one thing for Germany. CURACAO is CURACAO. Now you're playing a team that's real quality. And you're not finding it easy to break them down. And you've got a good team out there. And Nagelsmann, decent coach so far. Maybe people need to show a bit more respect for Côte d'Ivoire. Long shot coming in, and that's gone to Jupiter. Way out of the universe there, Rudiger. What the hell are you doing? Pressure now on Nagelsmann to make a change. Got to get things going. Rudy Fuller wig. I love it when the fans dress up. That is kind of cool, though. It used to be so much more. The fans dressed up so much more at World Cups gone by. Germany not wasting any time, want to get the free kick going. Bonnie penalised. Well, he don't care. He really don't care. He's winning. Havertz taps off again. Kyle Havertz, he really hasn't done too much. Yes, I understand he's floating wide to help bring the ball up the field and with the hold-up play, but he's got to offer more in the middle. He's literally hiding in the middle between two. He's got to come in front of him, give himself, and then start the run so people can see his run. Then they know where the ball's got to go. If he's behind him, it's hard to pick him off, is what I'm saying. 58 minutes gone and 3, 4, 5 seconds. Germany trying desperately now, switching the play to the right side in the sunlight. Sane now goes past anybody, cuts inside, cuts past one, cuts past two, but no luck again going down the line. Eventually, he should probably realise it's not going to happen. Ball inside now. Out for the corner. Sane's got to realise the guy he's playing up against has got the beating of him. And when you have that syndrome come at you, you've got to try something different. Corner again. Sane needs to fake going down the line and just put the cross in for someone nice and early. Do something different. That'll get Germany a goal. Tea time with the corner coming in. Kimmich launches, keeper gathers. Oh, great goalkeeping. And I tell you what, catch of the tournament so far. For goalkeeping, that is the catch of the tournament so far. Great goalkeeping. Watch him come through. Fofana majestically goes through, claims, dominates the area, takes the ball cleanly. Dominating his box. Brilliant goalkeeping. Gotta love that. Man, oh man, is that from the 1980s? Wow, great goalkeeping. There you go, Sane not having much luck. He's coming out. Musiala as well. Sane, Musiala and Pavlovic coming out. And you've got to say, we picked them. We said it. Löwling, Undav and Amiri coming in. We picked them and they've left. Now, Emery Faye. MSA Faye, I'd say shortly herein, will make his changes. I think that's a perfect time by the German coach to get the changes in. Free kick coming up. Nice position. Should be a free kick. No free kick. What are you doing, linesman? Taking a snooze? This referee's letting a hell of a lot go, my friends. I tell you now, he's getting a hell of a lot let go here. And I tell you, when people get injured, it's referees like this that are making it happen. Is it the FIFA directive that's making them referee this style for this World Cup by letting so much go? Just saying. Just saying. Leo says this game is becoming very interesting. The German despair is slowly showing up. I'm enjoying this. Says Milky Moo. It's well set. It is well set. You still got half an hour to go, guys. Probably need a permit for their head Rest, Stevie. Funny, funny, funny. 30 minutes to go. Long time. Long time. I look at that World Cup next to me quite often and I think, I wonder who's taking it. Like, I'd love to. I've got my feelings of I know who's going to be, but it would be nice to, you know, really sort of get there and know right now who's got it because, like I say, I've got my own feelings of where the cup's going to end up, but we're a ways away from that. That's the thing. We're a long way from it. Germany, though, trying with 3 new substitutions in the game, coming in the middle, offers himself but doesn't take the ball with him. Havertz coming in late on the move. Rudiger doing what he does, physically dominating a man. Ball on the far side, needs heading back into the corner. It goes for the corner. Germany looking more lively, but got a cough here. Germany looking more lively, but they got to really fabricate something clear-cut because Ivory Coast is matching them man-to-man. Literally, it's that close. They're literally matching them man-to-man. New York City Jules, time is 62:41, 42, 43, 62:45 now. 62 minutes in. Time check to New York for the Jules. Ball in the corner. Coming in. Great corner, far post. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He came, he missed, and it went wide. Opportunity per se. Fofana, not looking good on so fine on that one. Look at him, swatting and getting nothing. If that comes back in, it's down to him. And Kai Havertz on his head. But no direction. No direction. Lucky Fofana. That's the only mistake he's made. That's the only mistake I've seen Ivory Coast give up today. Was that the last chance for Germany? I tell you, no, sir, that's not the last chance for Germany. You got another 30 minutes to go, at least. Let's keep rocking. 66, give or take. Probably need a permit for the headrest. New York City times Jules, 66, give or take, is now 63:43. Just let that clear up a bit. So I'm on 63:50. Now, 63:50. Players down all over the place. This referee is letting this game get out of hand physically. Guys are getting chopped and hobbling around. If there's people getting injured off this match, I wouldn't be surprised. A man's still down and just getting up. And that was a knee job. You can see how he's walking. Germany now piling the pressure on, going through. Keeper gathers. And an easy take for Fofana. A lot of action in the last couple of minutes. It's getting a little bit frenetic. It's getting a little crazy. IVORY hobbling. He's hurt. Knee to knee. Knee to knee. If they slow that down, that's a knee to knee. And I tell you what, that can be extremely painful. But he might not be able to run that off. Let's see what he does. But it can be extremely painful. He's still hobbling badly. Look at him. He's hobbling. He's brave. IVORY is bloody brave. I love bravery in players. He's brave. He's still hurting, though, but he's carrying on. Well, he's looking like he's running it off. Let's see what happens when he walks. It's different when you're running. When you do a knee to knee, it's different when you're running. It's when you walk. You haven't got that motion in your leg. It tenses up. And it's extremely painful. So well done for him. He's still walking it on the sideline, still warming it up. Still tending to it. He's still bothered by it. He's still got a little hobble on it. So let's keep an eye on IVORY. He might be a substitute, getting substituted out. Let's hope not. But that is hurting the young man. It's hurting him. Ball through. You know what I'm going to do? Just a second here. I'm going to load something up here. I'm going back to that right now. Stay on board. What's that say there? I'm checking times here, guys, on 2 channels. 69. Right, okay, so I'm going to get back on time. The goal's fallen. I'm back on time with you. We had a blackout here, guys, just around the goal. I don't know why, but I'm with you right now. Germany now equalised, obviously going forward. Havertz down the right wing. How the hell does that happen? Really, how the hell does that happen? Crazy times. Crazy times, right. Give me 2 seconds to sort out here. I want to get rid of something. So that can go. That can go. That can go. So we secured that. Okay, we got the channel on now. Good stuff. We're winning there. Okay, it's on black on black. Brilliant. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We had a blackout there. Something went down. Not ours, the TV. So a satellite situation or an online thing. We're back in Germany, overloading on the box. 1 apiece now in the game. Ivory Coast back into it. German blushes. Saved for a while, but there's plenty of time for this to keep going. Diamande goes past 1, but can't pass 2. And yes. Whoops, a daisy. Boom, shaka. All right, cut, done. Crazy. Really, I had it on the same channel there, guys. I hadn't moved a thing, and it dropped like 5 minutes, something like, how would I be that far behind? It doesn't seem right. Last 20 minutes might be awesome. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope so. Germany coming in into it more and more, but I think you got to say that Ivory Coast doing bloody good. They've earned the respect anybody's looking at them. Advertisement interlude. Cooling break, says Leo. Absolutely. Last 20 minutes might be awesome, says Leo. And New York City Jules. Party, party, party. We have a game. We do, we do, we do, we do, we do. We do, we so bloody do. If you noticed in the background, the lights in the background, they do change throughout the World Cup. But I like that green behind the Trianda ball in the background behind me. I do like that. I think it's pretty cool. And the Gold Cup is lit up with gold-coloured lighting behind it right now to make the World Cup look even golder. Yes, it's gold lighting in behind the World Cup to make it look golder. Yes. But yeah, the green lighting is behind the ball. Milky Moo says, all good. We are all good. Absolutely bloody brilliant. Milky Moo should give us a commentary while we're like in a water break, because obviously we can't see shit all. Anything good going on in the break there, Milky? This is so real, eh? I love it. Waiting for the action. Yeah, last 20 minutes could be ideal. Could be ideal. It could be. I'm looking. Just a second. That's what I want. Yeah. Germany's on top of the group. Just. Coming back into it. A place I've been. See, you look behind there. And they're dancing in the stadium. That's lovely. Got a Mexican face there. See, this is what I used to see at all the big competitions watching things, is what happens at half time or what happens in a break in a game and the interaction of the players. And tell you what, talking straight, Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, Elfenbeinküste, that team, they all look ready. And they got a look in their eye that they're here to win, but they're not going to lose. There's a look in their eye. They've got a great unity. And I think they're looking back to that loss against Egypt, 3-2. 3 subs coming in, 3 subs going out. But that loss against Egypt, 3-2, in the AFCON. I think they've lived competitions recently, so they're ready for this. They've got a game face on as a complete squad that I think is going to carry them far. And if they had nights where they sort of frustrated a big nation like they have here today, they could go far. Because when a game like this opens up and it's 1-1 and it's going close to end of the time, you're thinking extra time, then you're thinking it's going to go to penalties. So an African team like this could go far on penalties. Tea time, baby. Milky Moose says, looking at a drone hovering above the stadium, pretty cool actually. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. And not far away, there's I think it's Queen Street or Queen's Ave. I can't remember which it is, Ave or Street. And there's a football bar there where the Toronto fans go. It's just within walking distance of the ground. I did that once. It's quite fun actually. But they're set for football now. When I went down there the first ever time, it was 2007 when this stadium was brand new. It didn't look anything like this, I'll tell you that. And the field was rotten. It was artificial, and I'm going to say it. It was crap. The ball bounced horribly. Like, it was horrible. Toronto FC never played any good football on that surface ever. Once they got this surface in per se, things got better. And now the infrastructure of the club is big, 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 so it's a different scene. But when it first started, 2007, it wasn't this. But into this game, Germany now seems to have got a bit of a step in their game now. They've got some confidence back into it. They've literally saved the blushes. You know what German mentality is. They don't like losing. No one likes losing. But they've got the bit between the teeth. That's a dive. He might have got caught, but he went down late. Another man down. Look at that. Midfield. That's Rudiger. Rudiger just decked a guy. Rudiger just decked him. How'd you get away with that? That's incredible. That is incredible how you get away with that. Rudiger on the back line is a thug, okay? I'll just say it how it is. He's a thug. What would be great for Rudiger would be an even bigger thug against him, beating the crap out of him for nothing. Yeah, that's what he needs. I find him quite to be the bully on the field. I don't know if anybody's ever noticed that, but I think he's quite the bully. And bullies eventually meet a bigger man, not bully. Germany coming in the final third now. Crossing down low, comes inside, doesn't end up with anything. Ivory Coast chased the ball out of the box. Both teams now sinking into a comfortable 1-1 match, battling it out for the winner. It's going with pace. Sucking in 3 defenders. Lays off. Switching the ball to the left side. Nice idea, nice idea. Under pressure. 77, 78. 78 minutes now. Anybody clocking in? 78 minutes and 5 seconds now. So we all stay together. Again, I don't know what happened to that channel, but geez, man, honestly, left me hanging here. Left me hanging. Milky Moose says, I'd sooner be watching football, but it's better than ads. Yeah. No doubt, no doubt. Jules is laughing too. The one good thing about this stadium is the camera angle is a nice level, per se. You know, you've got the stands in the view. You've got a good distance away from the field. Voltemada, he's what I want to see come in. I want to see him. Yes, you, Mr. Voltemada. Look at me. Yes, you, Voltemada. I want you in. Voltemada's the kind of guy that could unease Cote d'Ivoire's defence with his labouring physical play. He could really go up against these guys pretty well and feel so comfortable. Shot coming in per se, no. Passing into nowhere. Ping pong ball out of the defence. I don't know how the hell that got there, but it did. And it comes wide. Havertz now. Hasn't got the pace. Hamstring pull. Yeah, it's a hamstring pull. Yeah, that's what racing like that does you. Man down, hamstring. Nagelsmann going nuts. But I tell you why he's mad. It's because he was off the field to play and he jumped back on the field. The coach is absolutely right. There's a lot of mediocre performancing coming in from this refereeing crew. They're all from Paraguay, I'm telling you now, but they're very mediocre. They have not been up to today's standard of play. Watch this now. He goes out of play. 1, 2, boom. He just pulls it. He just pulled it. Now look, he's off the field. He's off the field with a pulled hamstring. Off the field. Once you walk off the field, you cannot walk back on in that situation. Just saying. So Nagelsmann, the coach, absolutely right. This refereeing team is losing the plot. Just being honest. Not angry, just being honest. Referees hit the ball. Another feather to the referee's cap. Where's he taking the ball? He doesn't need to take the ball anywhere. Where's he taking the ball? He doesn't need to take the ball anywhere. The ball should be dropped where the infraction occurred. Why is he walking the ball away from there? Another decision by this guy that makes no sense at all. Makes no sense whatsoever. Ivory Coast now stealing the ball. Want to go with pace. It's 3-on-3. Soon be 3-on-6. Doesn't pass the ball off. Should have passed the ball off. A little bit greedy, but he's lucky. He keeps it going. Thrashing to the right side. Do they get the cross in? Diamande, does he do something brilliant or does he do something average? He does something average. Again, all game long and looking for the dive and the foul. I wouldn't give you a foul for nothing there, mate. And if I was MSA Faye, I'd be taking him out. He's getting the applause from the fans. Nerves starting to wreck. Referee hits the ball. Who's your father? Maria, how you doing? Come on, Ivory Coast. Great show, Stevie. Canada and USA looking good. Home before the postcards. Turkey. Yeah, crazy, eh? Yeah, and it is Turkey, isn't it, eh? This bloody changing countries' names just before a competition. Give me a break. Man, oh man, make me laugh my arse right off. But nice to see you, Maria. Bit boring, said whilst sitting on the sofa, moving it back up. Looking at the drone, yes. I mean, a bit boring, said whilst sitting on the sofa. Too funny. But yeah, USA and Canada's doing good, and Mexico as well, yeah. The hosts are okay. They're alive. Ball in the middle, well defended, in for the corner. Germany protesting it's a goal kick. It's got to be a corner, referee. Come on. Stevie says it's a corner. Oh, yeah. Are you enjoying the World Cup, Maria? Are you having a good time with it? But Leonardo says, nerves starting to wreck. Corner coming in. Referee hits the ball. I know he's been everywhere but where he needs to be, this guy. Lovely fellow. Ball to nowhere. What a strange corner, but it's in a mixer. A room full of Germans knocking around a ball. There's something going to hit something. Getting it out of dodge there. Lucky they didn't get smacked, but they got it out of dodge. Literally, the penalty box was a room full of Germans. As the bounce of the ball dropped, it was a German. Here comes a whipping shot. Blocked again. Cote d'Ivoire really trying to get there. But I tell you what, I'm really impressed with your man Little Ahmad when he's at his thing today. He's been pretty decent. Ball going through again. Well defended. Germany under pressure. Is going out for the throw. Ivory Coast cracking the whip. Really cracking that whip right now. Getting into it. Got nothing but respect for this man. MSA Faye, I tell you what. He knows what he's doing. He's guiding a great team here. You might as well leave that headband on, mate. It looks way better. Leave the headband on, son. It looks way better. That looks like, I tell you, I don't know what, but put the headband back on. You look much better, mate. Honestly, not being rude, but that looks like, you know what. I tell you what, put the headband on, mate. Honestly, to God. I love hairstyles, yeah, for sure, but holy moly. Germany making a substitution. Goretzka coming in. Kai Havertz's day is done. Dunzo. He hasn't really done too bad, but he hasn't really had much to get in front of goal with, has he, eh? He's been pretty much invisible down the middle. Dropped deep to get the ball, you know what I'm saying? Ball on the back line. Ivory building again. The Elephants doing their thing, making life difficult. There's only been one match between these two countries, yeah? And you know what? It was a 2-2 tie. Yeah. No one's ever won between these pair. And for so long, it looked like Ivory Coast were going to get a winner. But right now, it could go either way. It could go either way. It really could. Germany looking more impressive now and getting into it much better than they have been for quite some time. Pretty direct down the middle shot, easy for the keeper to take. Fofana looking easy with that ball. Great hands. Twisting and turning, getting out of dodge, coming down the line. Brown wants the throw in, gets the throw in. Shouldn't it be Ivory Coast ball? Seemed a little odd. Well played, though. I mean, come on, well played. I mean, cheeky bugger. He might have got away with that. With this refereeing crew, you never know. Oh, love it. Do you know what? I just lip read MSA Faye. F off, man. F off, man. As he was looking away as the ref left. Absolutely. What's this referee made of? I tell you, it's been a different day. Ball coming on the inside. He's in the box. 3 Germans. Unless the ball goes through, it doesn't get through. Well intercepted. Germany start another attack, but they're going to cough it up. They do cough it up. What can they do? And a foul is given. And Ivory Coast are like, what the hell? What's going on? Maria says, not seen much on too late for me during this week, yeah, but catching the highlights. Scotland at Fenway Park were fantastic, yes. And I'm looking for Scotland-Brazil to be a match I'm probably going to add to the channel. So Scotland-Brazil is going to be on there. That's going to be fun. But yeah, it's late for you guys in the UK, isn't it, eh? I'm in the right place for this one. Ball in the middle. Intercepted, and Ivory Coast coming away with the ball down the line. Gets past one. Lovely take. Now go with speed, my son. You got to go with speed. Don't stop now. Full knacker. Left side's wide open. Left side's wide open. Put it in the net, son. Oh, what are you stopping it for? You numbnut. What are you stopping it for? You've got to take the shot. What the hell are you doing, numbnut? Oh, my life. Jeepers creepers. You've got to release that into the back of the net. Oh, my life. Crying out loud. Game on the line. Right there. Stopping it. Oh, jeez. Mother of Mary. What are you thinking? Taking a touch. Game on the line. That's 2 freaking 1 right there. Oh, live that moment again, man. Watch that on the video. You'll never do that again. All that work to put it on a plate. Germany coming in the middle and going to steal it. Loose ball. Carried out. Goes for the throw. Nice save by Fofana. But it wouldn't be necessary if that ball went in the back of the net 40 seconds ago. Criminal miss. Wow. Show the replay. Yeah. Coming down to the wire. See how much added time we get here. But 1-1. Is there to be a winner? Germany saving themselves on the day so far, 1-1 against a very competitive Ivory Coast. They've been a magnificent team. Start to finish, Ivory Coast, brilliant. Brilliant. Milky Moo says, what does he not put his foot through it for? Pulling out hair. Yeah, absolutely. Go again, go again. Down the right side, down the right side. Now switch to the left. Oh, what a horrible through ball. Are you... Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Opportunities on the line here. It's a cut and thrust, swashbuckling finish. 30 seconds in the match to go, and then it's added time, and many added time the Paraguayan crew gives us is a miracle. Goal coming, who knows. But it's going to be a miracle to know how much these guys are going to give us, considering how they've refereed. Nice save by Fofana down low. Ball bounces just before it hits him, so he's done very well to not get that scoop over. But look at this move again. Absolutely magic. You knew he had to wick it to the left side, and it's wide open. Beautiful pass. And this guy, you're going to take a touch? Are you playing football for the first freaking time, mate? Put your foot through it. Unbelievable. Anyway, Germany on the edge of the box, looking to steal it. Probably will. Guiding it. Great save by Fofana. He saves his team there, man. I tell you what, big miss. Should have done much better with the finish. That could have been it right there. Look at all those Germans in the crowd. If you know why I'm laughing, you know why I'm laughing. Great save by Fofana, keeping his team in it. So we've got no added time. We don't know how many added time we've got because there's nothing on the clock. So there's no added time. These guys are just kicking the ball for fun right now. Brazil in blue the other night. Yeah, wasn't the best, but they got a result per se. But they should have just kept the hammer down in the second half, and it would have changed the whole complexion with that Brazil game. But hey, you know what? A win's a win. But Leo's not too happy with Brazil. He's in the chat, Leonardo Baraviera. He's not too happy with Brazil at the moment. And he knows how good or how bad they are. He knows their strengths and weaknesses. So, yeah, you just literally ironed him out there big time. Ball into the middle and another gather. Fofana was thinking about dropping to the floor to waste time, but he doesn't. Still don't know. 6 minutes. Okay, now we've got 6 minutes and we've got 1:30 in. What the hell are they doing on TV? These guys must be on the pop. Well, then again, they're in Canada. They might be smoking weed. Holy shit, you put the clock up 1:35 late. Welcome to the World Cup if you're there. VAR, referees, TV, whoever you are. Holy shamoly. By the way, the TV gets to notice how long it is way before you on TV get to see it on TV. But holy moly. Nearly 2 minutes before the clock comes in. Well, there you go. We've got 4 minutes added time, guys. So go. But yeah, Brazil in blue the other night. And why does he not put his foot through it? You guys are absolutely on the money with that one for sure. But coming down to the wire now. 4 minutes to go. Is there to be a mix-up or a late winner? Ball coming back. Referee's lined it down again. This referee will be glad to whistle this one down, I'll tell you. He's not having a good time. Is it the pressure? $3:20 to go. Milky Moo, palm trees. Yeah. I'm sure they grow it there too. Coming to the end of it. Germany, Ivory Coast. I think most of us would have thought before this a draw maybe is what the result's going to be. Yeah, we've had a decent match after the first 30 minutes, which was like slower than paint drying 5 times. Really, I mean, geez, that first 30 minutes was chronically bad. I'm glad we were late getting to it for that reason. Milky Moose Celtic, oh, Canada. Yeah, no, seriously, yeah. Ball into the middle, he's offside. He's got to be offside. Is that the winner offside? He's offside. He's offside by a mile. You don't know where the line is? Is he offside? I want that checking. He's got to be checked. If that's the winner, that's an incredible thread. But Musiala and Gang, have they got it? Is he onside? It looks like it probably is, but they're checking it. Gutted, Ivory Coast fans. But what a clinical finish it was. And let's face it, Fofana had stopped quite a few. But holy shamoly. Still got 2 minutes to go. But does that stand? Does that stand? It seems it does. What a cracking goal. What a cracking goal that was. Nice ball into the middle. Spin and turn. Undav fires it straight on. Take another look. What's Fofana doing? He's onside. Definitely onside. Takes a stop. Releases it down low. I tell you, Fofana not his best. Watch his feet. Watch his feet. through his feet. Watch his feet, through his feet. Here we go, one more time. This is the best one. Not his best moment for Fana. His feet go away from him. If he stands up and stays up, he's got that. But hey, turn and go. Blaze, no, I tell you. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely no. Nagelsmann looks like a genius now. Look at him going fantastic. He looks German, this guy. This guy does look German. Ivory Coast are gutted. You can absolutely head down. You gutted. Undav looking like a hero. Ein Held, a hero. Ein Held is German. A hero, ein Held. Ball coming in the middle again. Absolutely normal. But he's not marked close enough. He's way onside. I don't know why they're playing that. We've seen that. But what they want to show is how he's playing the defender. That's the best part about that move, is how he moved off the shoulder of the defender. That's where he got the leverage and the time. They're not going to show you that, but that's what they should be showing you. That's art in the making. Undav's movement off the ball around the defender to get himself space and unleash a one-time shot, bang, that takes ability. That really does. And they're not homing in on it. New York City Jules crying. Maria's saying, bummer. Germany ain't joking. Ha 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 ha. Leonardo's laughing. You bastard, you. Split open like a melon, Milky Moo. Boom! Unbelievable, said Leonardo. I tell you. Blaze is crying even more. Yeah. Gutted, mate. Gutted. That is a shot to the heart. Oh, I tell you. Killer blow. Can they get one back, though? And like I say, no one's won a match between these two yet. But now, looks like they probably will be. But yes, I tell you, what a killer blow. Killer blow. Sad. But hey, sometimes that's the way she goes. Killer blow. Don't forget, coming up into the post-game show immediately, as the lines are done and the time is done, Nagelsmann going furious again. He's had it with these officials. He wants it done. And there we go. Now it's done. Nagelsmann reacting a little bit jubilant, would you say? And you can't blame the guy. I mean, it was 1-1 all the way from 1-0 down. Germany have come back, a comeback game. Let's face it, I mean, it wasn't going all their way, and Côte d'Ivoire looked so good for so long, and it didn't happen that way. And we thought it was going that way, because let's face it, you're scoring 90 minutes plus 4, and like I say, Undav is going to be a hero tonight in Germany. The way he played the defender on that final move was fantastic. It really was. I'm not overshadowing it, but it really was a fantastic move. Into the chat, Leonardo Barbier. Now that's almost goal from Ivory is going to haunt some dreams. Yes. Well done. That almost goal. There he is, Mr. Almost Goal. There he is, number 10, Mr. Almost Goal. Yeah, you stopped the ball. You should have scored. MSA Faye, very classy in defeat. But should have had the draw, let's face it, should have had the draw. Great scenes here, Germany coming back. But yeah, brilliant point. Leonardo. That almost goal from Ivory is going to haunt some dreams. Tonight, tomorrow, today, throughout the tournament, Ivory Coast fans will look at that miss and go, we had Germany right there. All he had to do was put it on target, down low. It's a goal. And you don't. And like they say, if you don't put your chances away, the opposition will, and you'll pay. Ivory Coast paid the entire price of the game in the last couple of seconds in a match by missing and then getting scored on. Great action to finish the match. And some of you guys said the last 20 minutes were going to be fantastic, and they were. But talking out the match itself, it's second half, Germany come back, cross in, tapped in close range, gets it level. You can see the move again. And then the winner is like literally separated away from the defender by 3-4 feet. You see it there. He's separated. He's in front of it, and he gets the shot off before the defender can even get a sniff. That's what I'm saying. That was the move of the match. Undav making himself that space, literally using that forward play, twisting with the ball, one timing on the shot, banging the bottom of the net, and he played the defender perfectly, yeah? Just saying. Move of the match up front. He really created so much space. I hope they show that again and again and again. Here it comes one more time. See how far he is away from the defender? Defender can't get back quick enough. He's separated before the defender can know and gets the shot in before the defender can get the ball even close to his feet. Great forward play by Undav. I got to highlight that. And it won the game. Tea time, baby. But you're in the post game. Bring me your man of the match, guys, right now. Anybody bring me your man of the match and we'll take that. We'll take that. Going into the chat straight away. We'll get some stats as well as we go pretty soon into the stats. And I could even take you offline with me if you like. Just give me a second. I'm going to get rid of that because I don't need that. Let's get ready for stats online. I'm watching me on me there. That's kind of funny. Give me a second. I broke my thumb yesterday, by the way, guys. That's why I'm holding the keyboard like I am. And I'm not kidding. I broke my thumb. I've slipped on a tank. I'll show you. Because you'll see the difference in size. You'll be like, oh, man, he did break his thumb. He really broke his thumb. I did break my thumb. Look at the size of this. Side by side. I'll show you again in a second, but we're going to go offline in a second. Don't worry. We're there. We're getting it ready for you. Coming back to where I need to be. Good, you stay there. Get back over here. Thank you, my man. Okay, chat, you get over there. And everything else is good. Okay, we're set up. Thanks for the patience. The game itself, I'm going in, like I say, I'm into the chats. Not to be for the elephants. Big last game now, says Milky Moo. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Still into the chats. That almost goal from Ivory Coast, yeah. Thanks for a great time, Stevie. New York City. Jules, thank you, brother. Love to New York. Big love to New York. You know I love New York. Leonardo, why all this hesitation? I can't believe it. I know. You're seeing it creeping into more and more matches in every league throughout the world where guys just don't put the laces right through it. Wrap your foot around it, knee over the ball, lean in, bang. It can't climb high if you're leaning over it. It can only go low and hard. Bang, on the net. That was it. 2-1 Ivory Coast. And then physical play for the last 5 minutes or so. They'd have took it over the line. But yeah, hesitation. Milky Moo, you're right. Not to be for the elephants. Milky Moo has to be Undav for man of the match. He only on for 35 minutes and he turned the game. I tell you what, I really have to think that you're right with that one. I mean, I'm really leaning toward that. The way he played, but that separation that I've really highlighted, that's the move of the match for me. That separation away from the defender. And that the defender didn't stay tight in behind him is the crime. You know it. I know it. Everybody watching knows that's the crime. The defender should have been goal side of Undav. Undav then can twist and turn all he like. But you're not firing a ball through flesh because the defender's right there to stop it. Big mistake by defender, but very good eye, very good technique, very good smarts by Undav to separate that 5 feet initially in behind the defender, turning the defender literally into a statue. Takes a first touch beautifully, pulls it down, and then bang, in the net. And Fofana, who had a great game, can do nothing about it. But again, that separation play, stand out for the night. New York City Tool, what? Too much tea? There's never too much tea. Tia Maria, in my liqueur for me. Tea is all I drink, really. Gallons of it. Keeps me hydrated. I don't need a commercial break. Keep laughing. But looking at the match itself, we'll discuss this as we break down into the post-match. But we're going to go offline. I want to take you offline to take you to the stats so you can see what the stats is doing right now. So let's go offline with the stats. Let me catch up. Hello, Mucker. There you are. Thank you very much. Let's go offline and take you to the stats, which are right there. There we go, stats to you. So like I say, on the day, you can see the scores in front of you. Yeah, starts great for Ivory Coast. Frank Kessie on 30. Great goal. Bit of a rebound. And Manuel Neuer in net doesn't even make a save. Deflects off the defender, comes loose, and then bangs in the back of the net. Instant reaction from Kessie. Boom, in it goes. And the captain puts the team up 1-0. And for most of the game, it's looking damn good. Damn good. 1-0 at half-time. Ivory Coast going in, and Germany are looking a little bit wobbly, and some of their players are not really playing great because Ivory Coast are matching up really well. Ivory Coast came into this looking like a team to do something. You thought they could. Second half would prove different. Germany would make up the changes. Nagelsmann, Julian, the coach, 38 years old, young. Great career behind him as a coach. No career as a player. Starts to rings the changes very well. Stimulates Germany into an attacking beast. They stay on the attack most of the second half. They get their rewards on 68. Undav on 68 gets the first one. And then it's 1-1 for so long. And both teams are battling. Both teams have chances. And Ivory Coast do a wonderful tic-tac-toe move down the right wing, deep into injury time. Ball crosses through the middle, fades out to the left side. Man in front of net. Looks like he's just got to tap it in front of the net. Under Manuel Neuer for 1-0. What does he do? He takes a touch. What happens next? The German defence strangle around him quicker than you know what, and there's no time, no space. They take the ball away, and the chance is gone a-begging. And as they say in football, in big matches, if you miss your big chance, there's another one coming the other way, and you're going to pay. And there was another big chance coming the other way for Deutschland, Germany, and it came through the middle. Lovely pass, if you've all seen it. Get on the highlight reels if you haven't. Lovely pass down the middle. Undav is on the edge of the penalty box. Ivory Coast defender, he's left for dead. He literally sidesteps 5 feet for separation, nice and skillfully reads the play, takes the touch, the pass coming in at speed, takes a depth touch, kills the ball into where he needs it to go, to then automatically spin on a dime, wind up the leg, and thrash it through Fofana in the net into the back of the net before Fofana really can do anything, and before the defender even had a chance to get close at making the tackle, because Undav left so much separation. That defender was literally like a statue and was played for dead. Great play by Undav. He also, Undav, Germany, Deutschland, gets the man of the match award, hands down. 2 goals, changed the complexion of the match. Nagelsmann put the right guy on, and things happened. Up until then, Germany had nothing through the middle. When he came on, the match changed. The pattern of the play changed, and Germany then became a dominant attacking beast, which up until then, they were nothing in attack. So well done to the coach, well done to the players, but also well done to Undav. Fantastic on the day. Fantastic on the day as well for Fofana in net for Ivory Coast. He played a great game too, as did all the players. This was a top match in many ways after the first 30 minutes, which were... I said you needed to bring a sleeping bag for that first 30 minutes because it was dire. It was dire. But from then on in, the match climbed. And like a great match, it finished like a champagne bottle. Popping off right at the end. 90+4. Dennis Undav, man of the match. 2 goals on the day. Saving Germany's blushes, but then putting Germany into the lead. Let's look at the stats right now. 16 shots for Germany, as you can see, 7 on target, 55%. Passes, 591. Big 90% on the passing. That's pretty good. 5 fouls, as you see, and 8 corners. No offsides. Well done, Germany. No offsides. Côte d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast, Elfenbeinküste. 9 shots. Elfenbeinküste is German, by the way, for Ivory Coast. Shots 9, 2 target, 45% possession. Even on the possession, pretty much, it was a good game. But the possession for Germany raised itself in the second half. First half, Ivory Coast were in possession of the game and the possession. Passes, as you see, accuracy, 85% pass accuracy, pretty decent. 7 fouls. This wasn't a nasty match at all. As you can see, no yellow cards or reds, thankfully. We've had enough red cards, don't you think? And 1 offside and 3 corners. And that is the stats. Let's bring you back on the screen and see what you've got in the chat. And we will move on. But the stats tell you the story. But again, it wasn't to be Côte d'Ivoire's day. And Germany did get back into this and literally showed what they got. Into the chat. Got one in email coming in. Michael from Los Angeles, California. Oh, lovely place, lovely place. Love the commentary. Thank you, Stevie. Love the channel. What are your thoughts on how far Germany will go? Okay. Big up to Los Angeles, California, or as the old governor used to say, California. But how far can Germany go? I think that they are pretty much a quarter-final team at this stage. I think they show promise to get to a quarter-final. It all depends, not on the round of 32 much, because obviously they're going to the next round. It doesn't depend on the round of 32 much solely, because as they quickly get to where they want to be, and I'm just checking in on the group right now. Just give me a second. I'll get you there. It depends on how far they're going to go in this tournament, is my take. I want to bring up Germany's group just a second. We will be there in a flash. There we go. Quarterfinals is what I'm looking at. I think any further, and they need luck in the draw. But when you're looking where Germany is, 9 in the world, they could be close to a quarterfinal spot when they leave the tournament, is what I'm saying. But if they bring top performances and stifle big European nations, which I say is probably a 30% chance of doing, so I don't say it can happen, but there's a slight chance it could, then they'll go into the semi-finals and then get kicked out. But I can't see it happening. I think quarterfinals will be a good tournament for Germany, considering who they are and where they've come from recently in time. Nagelsmann, decent coach, team doing well, but they're not the finest German team you ever saw. And they're not the best team in the world or close to it, or in Europe either. So when you look at those little stats, quarterfinals will be a very good position. Not to break your heart in Los Angeles. I'm sorry. I don't want to break your heart, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, got to say, looking at the table, and I should have stayed with the table. Let's go back to the table. Just a quick one, guys. I think we should still go there. Let's bring you back to the table. 1 second. Let's get you back to the table. No, don't need to see that. Not that one. Wrong screen, Stephen. Bring up this one. There you go. Looking at the table. There's the table in front of you. Thank you very much. Eventually we got there. Germany on top. 6 points. Cote d'Ivoire still with the 3. Looking at the bottom game there, Ecuador and CURACAO. You're thinking Ecuador's probably going to take that. And goal difference being what it is could put them into second, because right now they're just 2 goals away from taking Ivory Coast in second. So looking at the table, as you see, Germany on top, 7 points, 3 points Ivory Coast. Later, you're going to see Ecuador with 3 points. And the goal difference, I'm predicting that Curacao is probably going to be one of the teams with the worst defensive record in the tournament. Hence, when we do our groups, we have double zeros in the goal differences, just to make that point relevant. And Curacao are having a horrid time at the moment. I can't see it getting much better. And I can see them taking cards in this game. So it might be quite a firecracker, because Ecuador and Curacao, if Curaçao's getting beaten, Ecuador will know they've gone into the next round, and Curacao know they're going out of the World Cup before it's happened. They're going out of the World Cup anyway, but it will break their hearts. So there might be a little bit of overflow with emotions. Just wait to see that. And that's coming off at BMO Field as well, Toronto. So get ready for that one. So there you go. There's the table for you. I thought I'd get you that one. I had to get you that one. I had no choice. So get the table in there, Steve. The people want to see the table. And there we go. That's why I'm looking at that all day long. There we go. Back with you. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Germany doing what they do best, winning games at World Cups. But they won't go far until the quarterfinals. And it all depends who they get in the round of 16. It could be a round of 16 bow out. You never know. One of these 2 big teams in the next 12 groups over the next week and a half with the games, if one of these big teams doesn't play up and finishes second in the group per se, I won't rattle the teams off, you know the teams, but if a couple of big teams don't do it in the next 2 games and finish second, well, Germany might have a tough 32 or a tough round of 16. It could be that hard on them. So they've started well, they're doing well, but 7-1 Curacao was a training game. This was a game, and they pulled it and came off 2-1 winners. So let's look at it that way and give Germany and Nagelsmann full credit for really showing up when it mattered. When they were losing 1-0, they knew they had to show up, and they did. They really did. So good luck to Germany going through. Ivory Coast will go through too. And I think at the end of the day, what you got is what you got. I'd say this much. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. Get back again for the next one. Go down in the library. Check out what we've got. And I'll tell you, thanks very much for everybody in the chat. You guys make it rock. It's always fun. It's always a laugh. And I say thank you so much. Have a great day.